Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on the comic book adaptation of Batman Forever. Now, I couldn't find a comic book adaptation for it, so when I went to Comic-Con a couple of days ago, picked it up from the Batman the Movies graphic novel, which had the comic book adaptations. Now, I know I have reviewed the ones that are actually there, so I thought of reading it in a trade. So the cover on it, you have Batman and Robin with Riddler, Two-Face, Chase the new love interest, and the Batmobile. It starts off how, much like in the early draft, it has, Dr. Burton, come here quick! Two-Face, Harvey Dent's escaped. I see, and he's left us a note. A message. So yeah, it does change the opening a bit, where in the company, Bruce Wayne and his board of directors and that are walking through, and Wayne, who's now played by Val Kilmer, says, "Pity about Dent. Mr. Wayne, have I told you that your inspections are the department's highlight? Really? You will need to get out more. Mr. Wayne, in the flesh, and you are?" "Edward Nygma, you hired me personally. Well, we had never actually met, but your name was on the hire slip." And pretty much strictly points out that Nygma's project was terminated this morning, and he knows that he knows that he's doing this as an opportunity to get Wayne to see his project. I'm actually surprised that he didn't try to get rid of Nygma, or, make sure that he didn't try to make a scene. But Bruce Wayne rejects the idea, saying, "I'm sorry, Edward, but tampering with people's brainwaves just feels a bit like mind manipulation. It raises too many questions." And so Edward Nygma, much like most fans or people, say, "You were supposed to understand. I'll make you understand." And this is his way of saying, "I'm going to make you see what I want to see." And so Batman sees the bat signal, and Alfred says, "I suppose I couldn't convince you to take a sandwich along, sir." And Batman says, "I'll get right through." And so, meanwhile, inside the Gotham Bank, Two-Face holds someone hostage. And if you have seen my review for the 1989 Batman comic adaptation comic, we never did see Harvey Dent, so this was like trying to hint at what he might have been. And flips the coin and sees that the guy gets to live. And he says, "Take him away, boys." "Wait, you said you let me live." "Too true. And so you shall. Nothing better than live bait to trap a bat." And so Batman shows up, and Gordon points out that this is this third time, and they didn't see this one coming. And Jace, who is maybe the new love interest, says, "We should have fought the second Bank of Gotham, the second anniversary of the day you captured him. How could Two-Face resist?" And he says, "And you are?" "Chase Marin. I specialize in dual personalities. I read your work." And she even says that dressing up like a flying rodent, and Batman's like, "Bats ain't rodents, Dr. Mandarin." And so you have Two-Face henchmen who kind of look like Deathstroke. I mean, seriously, are they meant to be like fan club members? They're like, "Boss, the elevator's stopping at this floor. It's him. It's gotta be. Punch roll, even for his own funeral." And so they start shooting, and it doesn't have the guy with the tasers, or the fight is completely altered in some way. So, rather than going after Two-Face, Batman decides to check if the guy's okay. And he's like, "It's a trap!" And so the whole thing leaks with acid. And Batman uses the guy's hearing aid and pretty much gets him out just in time. And it doesn't involve the whole kind of fly away scene, and doesn't involve Two-Face killing his own guy. And he's like, this time have the good taste to die. And so he gets away, where the chopper crashed into the Statue of Liberty. I question how there's a Statue of Liberty in Gotham. Was there like a second one being constructed in Paris? Was Gotham trying to mimic New York? And so they end up falling in the water, and Batman gets out. And so you have Strictly being tied up, saying, Bruce Wayne was right! You demented, bizarre, unethical toad. This won't hurt a bit. And so his brainwaves get transported, and we don't see the kind of fishing scene. And he doesn't say about putting into everything known to man, saying, what the hell just happened? I used your neural energy to grow smarter. Nygma, you are fired. Do you hear me? F-I-R-E-D, fired. Oh, I don't think so. And so he kicks him down in a kind of, like, Robocop manner. And he says that he thinks that it's time someone puts Bruce Wayne in his place. And without the whole kind of back at Bruce Wayne's mansion and seeing the whole thing, and Nygma covering up the death, he's like, definitely suicide. Thanks for your help. Help, Wayne, Bruce. We'll be in touch. Make sure Strictly's family is taken care of. Full benefit. He wasn't on a corporate life insurance policy. He is now. Full benefits. I like how Bruce is saying, even though he wasn't on the benefits, I want to make sure that their family is provided for. And there's a moment where Bruce sees the riddle and goes to Chase, who finds out that it's obviously a clock, and says that her opinion is that the writer is a total wacko. And she points out, and Bruce Wayne sees that it's time to go to the circus. And we see the circus performance with Dick Grayson and his family, minus his brother, saying, Ladies and gentlemen, Shuri feet above the ground, flying feats of aerial skills without a net, the Flying Graysons. And so Bruce Wayne tries to talk with Chase, and she still has Batman on her mind. And just then, Two-Face shows up with his goons, and even has a detonator in the bomb, and says, Curtain begin? You have 2 minutes. What the hell do you want? Just one little thing, Mr. Mayor. Batman, bruised, broken, bleeding in a were dead. And so, pretty much Bruce Wayne says stay here, without him saying that he's Batman. But yeah, I get why they had to change that scene. It would have probably been too ridiculous. They try reaching for the bomb, while Bruce Wayne takes on the henchman, and Dick Grayson reaches to the bomb. So does the henchman, to try and go after them. Two-Face flips his coin, and ends up firing at the net, the trapeze net, and watching them fall to their death. Now, in case you have read the main DC comics, Dick Grayson's parents' killer was Tony Zuko. This was changed because, yeah, this is a film, so things obviously changed. And Dick Grayson in this one has the personalities of Jason Todd and Dick Grayson mixed together. And so, pretty much, after they fall to their death, for some reason, it just seems jumbled up because he doesn't look down or anything, and they pretty much are dead without their blood being shown, minus the other brother. So I'm going to have to end it here. So like, comment and subscribe. Comic Book Reviewer here, signing out.